Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I have a really exciting package to open. This is from Protech. As you saw from the thumbnail, you already know what it is, but this should, in theory, be one of the first times you're hearing about this existing. I didn't even know that this knife was coming. This is going to be, let me read the information about it so that I don't get it wrong. That's the wrong text. Hold on. So I got a random text like yesterday or 2 days ago from my buddy Matt over at Protech. Shout out to Matt. He's awesome. Cutting edge gear. And he reached out to me, sent me just a random picture in the shop of this knife. It is a Terzoula collab. Bob Terzoula, very famous knife maker. It's called the ATCF Auto. And they did these in Magnacut, which is really exciting. This is a tuxedo edition, which is going to be only available, it'll be debuted at SHOT Show and available to dealers early to mid-February. So it's not out yet. Looks like, I don't know what pricing will be yet, but I told them absolutely, I want to check one out. And so they let me get one a little early, which is really, really cool of them. I did pay them for this knife. But let's see. So Magnacut blade, it's an auto, custom inlay. So this one is Tuxedo Ivory Micarta, 3D machined and contoured titanium clip. Oh yeah, okay, so street price is going to be about $480. Very limited quantities will be available at dealers early to mid-February, and they're considering this a custom level limited production product. So he sent me a couple photos that I'm not allowed to share just so that I knew what the knife was, and then I paid them and they sent it, and because they're really, really close to me, what was supposed to be 2 or 3 day shipping, what does it say? 2 day. It got here in a day. So I was really, really pumped that this got here a day early. Looks like there's a way to pull a tab on this, but I'm a knife reviewer, so let's cut it open. All right, what do we have in here? So this is actually, I think, going to be my first Terzoula designed knife, which is kind of crazy. I've handled some of his knives, even got to handle some of his customs at California Custom Knife Show and the Friday Night Blade Affair before that. I know that I like his designs aesthetically. He's kind of one of the early like tactical folding knife guys, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure somebody is going to be real mad at me in the comments right now because I'm totally underselling Bob Terzoula, but I just don't know a ton about him, so sorry. I know bits and pieces, but that's about it. All right, so in here, very cool. We've got 2 coins, both 2022 Protech coins with the Malibu on them. So one looks like it's in like what I assume is just steel, and then the other one in like a brass or a bronze. Very, very cool. This side just says Protech since 1999, kind of their logo there. Very cool. Thank you guys at Protech for these. And here we have the knife. Comes in what is pretty much just a normal Protech box. These were holding the coins on there. All right. So on here it says Terzoula ATCF Auto, Tuxedo black handle, 3D tie clip, Ivory Micarta, stone washed Magnacut blade, first limited run 2022. So them using Magnacut also is a talking point at Protech. This is the first knife I'm aware of that they've put it on. I wasn't even sure that they had any there to work with. So I imagine because it's pretty scarce right now, the first time they're trying it is on this limited run because they can't make a zillion blades out of it. So if they start doing it on the Malibu, then it would just be a lot more blades they'd need to put it on. But this is really cool that it's the first Protech, at least I'm experiencing, in Magnacut. I only have one other knife in Magnacut so far, and it's a knife that I'm not showing on the channel yet, but you guys will see eventually. Kind of prototypey, if you will. All right, so regular box in here. We've got all of their typical warranty information and all of that. And then the knife is in their nice little suede pouch. And let's check it out. I've been really, really excited to see this. It's been a little bit since I've had a Protech Auto in the collection other than the Runt. I've got 2 Runts right now, actually. I really love the Runt 5, but I've mostly had the Malibu and the Mordax have kind of been my go-to like Protechs that I've been carrying and using, and I think I've had 4 Malibus at this point. So anyway, all right, so it's in a little plastic sleeve, and then we have the knife. So this colorway isn't something that I would normally gravitate toward if there was like a bunch of options, but I am excited to see this Ivory Micarta. It looks really rad. I'm pretty sure this is a paper Micarta, and it's just super slick. The lines on this knife, even closed, are gorgeous. I like that they put that same Micarta in the button too. They matched it to that, and I like that they're calling it the tuxedo, but it's kind of like a cream, like ivory color, right? It's not just a total white. Yeah, this looks really cool. Very, very cool. So see how it fires. Fires like a Protech. Oh, this feels good. That is thinner behind the edge than I was expecting. Is this a hollow grind? Or is it just a really well done flat grind? I can't tell if there's a little bit. I guess it just feels flat, but it's taken thinner than thought it would. Not an overly thick blade stock either. Goodness, how good does the profile of this knife look? Oh, that is sick. All right, so it's marked Magnacut right down there. We've got, of course, the Terzoula logo right there. Got this gorgeous swedge, kind of a signature ramp here. Nice saber grind. Then, of course, Protech marked on this side. And that appears to be it for markings. Oh, there is a number right here, super tiny. See if you can see that, number 28 on this guy. I'm not sure how big this first run is. Not going to be deep carry at all. These milled titanium clip ones, I mean, doesn't really seem like that would be the vibe anyways. Plus, I can't think of any Terzoula knives that I've seen off the top of my head that have deep carry clips on them. I don't think that's really a Terzoula thing, but oh man, yeah, this feels really good in hand. This ergonomic profile, the way that you've got this kind of like dramatic swell here, almost a guard, and then paired with this thumb ramp, which you've got just a little bit of fine jimping on. That's the oils from my hands on here, isn't it? Yeah, that's really, really nice. So these are aluminum frames, but with these Ivory Micarta scales set on top. Internally, no milling or anything. Why would they? It's aluminum. And with these scales on it, it's pretty thin aluminum if you really consider how much of that is Micarta. But yeah, it's going to be standard for Protech. Out the side, snappy auto. Oh, this feels so good in a saber grip. This is like, saber grip is my favorite grip to use a knife in anyways. It's what I'm most commonly using. And the fact that this is just so, it's like molded for my hand seemingly. The clip isn't bothering me in hand. It's not super hot spotty or anything. I can feel that it's there, but not bothering me at all. This is sick. This is really, really cool. And it's in Magnacut. That makes me excited and happy to see Protech. Because Protech for a long time was using a lot of 154 CM. They still use it on a few models. They've used some S35 VN. They've started to use some 20 CV on models like the Malibu and the Mordax, and I love seeing that. I like 20 CV a lot. And arguably, I don't even know that for this knife, Magnacut makes more sense than 20 CV would, but it doesn't bother me one bit. Magnacut, with its properties, is a really exciting steel. Apparently, it's like just wonderful to work with in a production sense as well. So it's going to be quite stainless. It's going to have a good amount of toughness, good amount of edge retention, and supposedly it's pretty easy to work with and to sharpen. So it's a nice balance, and it's a steel that was designed by Laren Thomas for use in knives. So that's really cool that it's not a steel that just happened to exist and someone was like, let's try this on knives. It was designed for the purpose of being used on knives. With its kind of toughness levels, I more so see like, I don't know, on like bigger, bruisier kind of knives is where I see it shining the best, especially kind of outdoorsy knives. The fact that it's pretty stainless while being quite tough, but it's still it's a hell of a steel choice on pretty much anything. It is definitely top of the charts performance, at least if you're looking for a balance. Yeah, really, really sick. and I'm sure Protech did a good job with it. I guess we'll find out as I carry and use this sucker. I don't know how hard I'll be able to make myself use it, but I feel like it's in a pretty good user finish. A lot of the times when they do their like first runs of things, they do a lot of the like Mike Ivory hand ground stuff that's mirror polished, and I've had a few Protechs and specs like that that are amazing, but I just can't bring myself to like cut with mirror polished blades. But this being stone washed Magnacut, it's got some micarta on it, otherwise it's aluminum. This should be a pretty good like toss it in the pocket and use it level Protech, even though it'll be pretty expensive. But yeah, this is really, really cool. I'm stoked about this. Anyway, it's out of the box. I will be doing a full review when the time comes. I imagine once SHOT Show happens, you'll be seeing a lot more about this guy. And then, yeah, it said early to mid-February is when these should start landing at dealers, and then they'll have them available to purchase. But oof, thank you so much to the guys at Protech, Matt and Dave. You guys are awesome, and all of the guys over there, but they're the ones I talk to the most. So you guys are great. I appreciate you, and I'll see you at SHOT Show because I'm going. So I'll be there at the booth, and maybe I'll have this in my pocket. We'll see. All right, thanks, guys. Talk to you later.